one of those kind of improv nights. No, it's not. It's actually dress rehearsal Tuesday, which is kind of improv.
No, it isn't.
It that guy's like that, you know. Speaking of it, we were just lamenting the fact that Norm Macdonald passed away, but it turns out he had cancer for a while, you know.
Yeah.
But no.
He said that he didn't want you to feel sorry for him and then laugh because, you know, you felt sorry for him. But I felt sorry for him anyway, you know.
Where did you get that from? Speaking of improv. Anyway, it is Dress Rehearsal Tuesday, and this is where we get together, and we have various people in the communities make a step forward. Now, it's a little difficult, changed up, because now we have to make sure that anybody who's in the audience that comes in makes sure that they have their vaccination, at least one. Right? Those that are playing on stage are working under our employ, so hopefully they already have that. But when they're off stage, they're wearing their mask and not interdenting with everybody else. So anyway, we're doing everything we can to follow the rules. It's going to be difficult. When I see the changes that take place, we're all going to have to learn how to live with it for a while. They say it's only till January 31st, and if everyone complies, then maybe it is only going to be till January 31st. But there is fear amongst everybody that it's all a ploy, you know, and who knows? Isn't life just a ploy? No, life's a play. No, it's a ploy.
I'm way ahead of the game. I got my microchip in 1988.
I like that one with Bill Gates. They say that little meme that says, "Hey, boy, I'm ever glad I put all those microchips. What a stroke of genius that I put all those microchips in that horse stuff, you know."
Horse?
Horse, whatever the horse stuff that they were using. Yeah.
The horse. Oh, that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
So everybody was screwed before they even started. Maybe it's the chips that are, you know, making people be weird, you know.
Well, it depends which chips you eat.
Oh, those.
I'm
chips.
a Lay's man myself.
Lay's. I like a little spice, you know.
Well, that's good.
Spicy chips. I don't think, you know, we're talking about the same thing.
No. That's called improv. Just joking. Him and I are having a little push match with each other. But we got some people who are going to get up to play tonight. Sonnet's here. That's really good. Thank you for showing up. I saw you at the Blues Jam the other night. Very, very cool. We're going to take Jeff Plankenhorn up there next week. Just introduce him to that scene so they know who he is, because that guy's really good. You know, he needs to be heard. And, you know, that's the nice part about this is various people stop in here, and because it's being broadcast, you get to find out who it is and give them a chance and maybe follow their career a little bit further, give them some words of encouragement. You can do that by adding it on the side. There's a chat line. It doesn't take much for you to do it, but it sure helps us and encourages us to be doing what we're doing, because sometimes it gets lonely up here, you know, or out here, or in this place that we are in this whole world right now. Being a music venue, there's been many major Tractor Grease, for example. Another venue over in Chilliwack had to close, right? The Rainbow down in 37 years old. 37 years it's been out there. The Rainbow Lounge down in Ottawa, down in Bytown, closing its doors, right? It's just, it's a harsh one on everybody. So every day we can stay open is a benefit to everybody, ourselves included. So if you can't donate, we sure do appreciate it. We do have Marcia, your friend Marcia, the vocal critic.
Vocal coach. No,
Coach.
I
No.
hired her. There's this woman, she hates the way I sing. I was actually hired by the Taliban as a weapon. And the American troops said, no.
That's true. You sing it with passion that only you can sing with, that I enjoy. But anyway, Marcia's given us, I've been a big help all the way along by making sure that we have money as we go along to stay open during the pandemic. So it's people like that step forward that we really do appreciate. I'm not saying anyone with thousands of dollars has to step forward, because you really don't, unless you do. Speaking of do, you going to do your songs?
I believe that's
You're up first, so you get 4 songs. Do you know that, eh?
I might just do 3, but
Okay, do
we'll
3.
see how it goes.
Okay.
You know me.
Yep. We'll leave it at 3.
You're still my friend, you know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. John's my friend.
John Hatfield, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him, please.
Oh, thank you so much. So, Of course, I played here, was it last week? And that's the first time I got up here in probably well over a year. But I continue to write songs, so I have 3 here that I've never played in public. So I'm going to try those. I forgot about them actually, so they might be just songs. And I'm not making any excuses. I used to be a stockbroker, and this song is called Play the Game, because that's what you had to do. There's a lot of, what do you call that? Slang, vernacular, not a lot, but anyway, I can't remember if I was finger picking it or... I got out while the getting was good, filled my boots and walked away. There's no coulda, woulda, should when you're holding the wolves at bay. Those takers will always run and hide, 'cause they took you out for a ride, dumped you off at the Green Mile, left you holding with a crooked smile. Take me back to my younger days, so I can start all over. Take me back and I'll find a way, so I won't have to play the game. I don't wanna play the game. Don't wanna play the game anymore. Sorry. It gets dark before you know it, up to your neck when you blow it. Dug yourself a deeper hole, down goes the pride in your soul. So take me back to my younger days, so I can start all over. Take me back and I'll find a way, so I won't have to play the game. Don't wanna play the game. Can't get that right. Don't wanna play the game. I don't know what became of the man who played that game. Disappeared like the Cheshire Cat, just a smile, no tip of the hat. So take me back to my younger days, so I can start all over. Take me back and I'll find a way, so I won't have to play the game. Don't wanna play the game. Don't wanna play the game. Don't wanna play the game anymore. That were a mite messy. There's all sorts of junk on it. This one is called How Can You Love When You're Hurting? It's a sort of play on words. I wanna go back to what never was and save those people, the ones I loved, and take those memories down like a book from a shelf and open to the chapter where I find myself. I wanna know why those closest are the furthest away. How do I reach them? What do I say? That I never ever wanted to hurt them. No, I never thought I would. But you keep asking me, how can you hurt the ones you love? How can you love when you're hurting? How can you live with yourself like you're somebody else? How can you love when you're hurting? How can you love? I wanna go back and make it like it's supposed to be. Take those angry moments to set you free. I want your memories to be everything they're never gonna be. I don't want you asking me, how can you hurt? What do you love? How do you love when you're hurting? How can you live with yourself like you're somebody else? How can you love when you're hurting? How can you love? Somehow I found out who I am, but you won't get to know me. Life has passed us by, and I don't get to ask, how can you hurt the ones you love? How do you love when you're hurting? How do you live with yourself like you're somebody else? How can you love when you're hurting? How can you love when you're uncertain? How can you love when you're hurting? How can you love? Thank you. That went a bit better. This one. This one's called You, Baby You. I can't remember where I got the idea for this. Something about the moon. She stared in a mirror every night, trying to see who's there. Whatever she saw was never good enough. She turned herself elsewhere. She sat on the porch at midnight, wishing for the moon. But her wishes were like summer days, they could never come too soon. How do you know what you could be when all you see is what you want to see? Wishes will never set you free. Set you free is you. She went looking in a bottle for the messages from the moon, like jumping down a wishing well and stumbling through the gloom. One night in the porch light, she saw her desires were in vain. Her wishes flitting round the moon like moths to a flame. How can you know what you could be when all you see is what you wanna see? Wishes will never set you free. It's you. Quit dreaming. Doesn't mean you give it up. Doesn't mean it's half empty. When you're looking at your cup, how can you know what you could be when all you see is what you wanna see? Wishes will never set you free. It's you, baby, you. You, baby, you. The only one who can set you free is you. The only one who'll set you free is you. Baby, baby, you. Thank you. I'm doing one more, because there's hardly anybody here anyways.
Yeah, but 10,000 people are watching online, and I'm going to spread the word. I'm going to phone Marcia and tell her to watch.
Oh.
It's
I do.
improv.
I used to work on a farm, and we said you used to spread the stuff on the field. I forget what it's called. It wasn't
Manure.
words. It might have been. If you spread words on a field, what would they grow?
Words afield.
Words afield.
Yes.
My name's Hadfield.
You got that. It's your turn for one more song. Take it away, sir.
Well, thank you so much.
Like I could get you off the stage if I wanted.
Yeah. I'm just warming up. Yeah. I just got a stomach implant, and the acid from the other one just ate through everything. Is that too graphic? This is a song that I used to play with a band we called See You Next Tuesday, because we came here every night to play. And I wrote it. A friend of mine, Ryan Goldeman from Mother Mother, we were texting, and I sent him some music, and I said, "What does it make you think?" And he said, I says, "If something comes to mind, I'll send it to my heart." He says, "That room's a little empty." So I thought, ooh, that sounds good. So I made a song out of his text. I gotta remember how it goes. Pretty sure I hit it right this time. Like my first love, except it's my last. I remember just how that felt, and for a while I thought I had it back. I don't know what to think about it, let alone know what to do. Maybe there's another way for me and you. I don't know what to say right now. Something come to mind, I'll send it to my heart. That old room's a little empty, a little sparse. At least I have some room. At least I have a little room to fall apart. I'm falling apart. You and I were perfect lovers. Everybody told us so. But when I looked into your eyes, they told me, "Oh baby, please don't go." But my world is a rock-hard place, and I know I gotta make a choice. You want me here to raise a family, but I gotta go and play or lose my voice. I don't know what to say right now. Something come to mind, I'll send it to my heart. That old room's a little empty, a little sparse. At least I have some room. At least I have a little room to fall apart. I'm falling apart. Maybe I got some growing up to do. Maybe you wanna think things through. Maybe together we lose ourselves. Baby, only time will tell. I don't know what to say right now. Something come to mind, I'll send it to my heart. That old room's a little empty, a little sparse. At least I have some room. At least I have a little room to fall apart. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart.
Falling apart.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. John Hatfield. So glad you did that.
Okay.
Stockbroker turned songwriter. No, I've always been a writer. And took up stockbroking. As a matter of fact, it's kind of neat hanging out with him sometimes and finding out how that game runs. Woo! I'm sure glad I don't do that. Well, maybe I could have tried it, you know. I could have been good at it. No, I take it too personal. It really is a struggling game to be in there.
It does get personal. There was one point where I was on the hooks for $1 million, and there was guys like coming after me to push it to the limit that I would have to pay up. But I thought, am I allowed to swear?
Can we make a movie out of this?
There's a good movie in it. And the guy's name was Howard. I told Howard, I says, you don't deserve the name Howard. I said, when I win this battle, you're going to have to change your name. I don't care, he says. But it took me 2.5 years, but I finally prevailed, and I actually made $15,000 on the deal.
So quick it changes. Eh? We're not even aware of it, us business people in small downtown areas, as to how the world turns. Eh? Pete Mitchell is in town. He came all the way up from Victoria. I saw his post today. He says, I'm heading up to the open mic, the dress rehearsal Tuesday up in Duncan. And he's been a really strong aid to a lot of young musicians and middle-aged musicians. A lot of don't take this wrong, but there's along the way there's been people who get on stage, specifically some women who needed a sideman, who needed someone who would give them the who would play there and just encourage them to go on. Mary Egan, Elise Baron. There's so many people along the way that I've watched him make them bud, make them flower, make them be really someone special. And it's really good when he does that. But he also does his own shtick, which I kind of think is neat. And he always sits in the background all the time. He's sort of like, he's always the second guy, like the aide, the side man, the one who makes them sound good. But here he is tonight. He's got a couple of songs he's going to do just by himself. So I think that's kind of cool. You up for it, Pete? No pressure. You're the front man this time. Comes from a very musical family, the whole Mitchell family. We had him on stage one time during the festival, 39 Days of July. A couple of cousins in there as well. All from the North Bay, Ontario area years ago, which, if you were down there, like that's such a cool thing. Families that play music together, you know, like they never lose that. It's great seeing your sisters perform, right? Yeah. Together, because they ended up in the same city. When you guys get together and you're in different, it's just very, very cool thing that happened at that time.
Out of a family of 9, 7 of us play, so, yeah. So
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be just, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's your turn. You got some songs. 3 songs up for you. Pete Mitchell drove up all the way from Victoria for tonight.
You got me? No. Yeah, so I got a song. I'm probably gonna bomb on this first one. I'm just learning it. I gotta know it for our next show. So I'm part of a duo right now, Mitch and the Bear Nest. I don't know if you've heard of us or not, but not picking it up, no? Well, no? Yeah, I got to take the strings off this thing to change the battery. But I just put fresh strings. Okay. Do, 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 do. nice Gibson sound. Yeah, and so we've been together for over 10 years now, and writing songs, and normally I have Alyssa Baron with me, the Baroness, as she's known, and she's the singer and does a lot of the writing. I do most of the music writing and stuff, so she's a good lyricist and stuff. So, but anyway, we do a bunch of songs, and so I'm just thought it'd be good to come up tonight and practice. And Rowan kind of wanted me to get out tonight, so I said, okay, let's do it. A heart on the run leaves a hand on the gun, can't trust anyone. But I was so sure that I needed more, tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we'd rage, we'd shoot out the page, such damage was done. Girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me I put your faith through the test when I tore off your dress again all night. But I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lover sang, I thought it'd be me to help him get home. But home was a dream, one I never seen till you came along. Girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. So first he prays, breaks open wide, and the river runs through. Carries this house on a stone, on a piece of your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to kind of go off a little bit here. So I was just listening to a song the other night. Mary Goetze, I don't know if many of you heard from any of her stuff in a while, but she's a really good songwriter out of the Midwest, and we've talked music a few times over emails and stuff like that, and she came up with this song that kind of hit home for me a little bit too, and so I'm going to give it a try. Just 'cause. Come home at 5:30 and fix his drink and sit down in a chair. Pick a fight with mama, complain about us kids getting in his hair. And at night he'd sit alone and smoke. See the frown behind his lighter's flame. Now that same frown's in the mirror. I got my daddy's blood inside my veins. Fish swim, birds fly, daddies yell, mamas cry. Oh damn, sit and think. Well, I drink. TV chicken dinners, 6 minutes on defrost and 3 on high. Beer to wash it down, and another, and then a whiskey on the side. Sure don't bother me none. No matter that every night around here is the same. I don't need another lover hanging around just to try to make me change. The fish swim, birds fly, lovers leave by and by. Old men sit and think. While I drink. Well, I know who I am. I just don't give a fish swim, birds fly, lovers leave by night. Old men sit and think. And I drink. This one I've never played live for anybody before. I wrote this for my brother last winter. See if I can. Tommy bought some. Tommy dropped some bucks on a girl next door. Fell real hard when she walked out the door. He said, life ain't make it any way I can. Fell down one night in the middle of the street. He had his hands in his pocket. He's about 3 sheets. He was running low. He had nowhere to go. Tommy left the city. We never heard from that boy again. It takes a little time. It takes a little time. Takes some time to shine. Takes away the heart. Takes away the mind. Oh, it takes a little time. Yeah, Tommy left home. It was the middle of the night. He walked out the door as he turned out the light. He said, life ain't good here. Leave it any way I can. Off into the city, guitar in hand, down to Young and Blue, come a one-man band. It was the 60s, man. It didn't take him long. Down to the city, 25 cents a song. It takes a little time. It takes a little time. It takes some time to shine. It takes away the heart. It takes away the mind. It takes a little time. All these roads we travel on all lead back in time. All these roads we drive along, well, it takes a little time. It takes a little time. That didn't come out overly terrible. Sure, yeah.
You drove all the way up to Victoria.
Yeah. Okay. So. I grew up listening to a huge variety of artists growing up. I was pretty lucky to have some older brothers that were out playing at the time and doing a lot of live shows, and so I had a ton of really good music in the house all the time. And one of my favorite artists that come up, ones I recognize, songwriters, and the first time I recognized a songwriter was I was listening to an album by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and they were doing a song, and it was called "Leaving Louisiana." And I said, "Oh, I heard this guy doing it on another album later on." His name was Rodney Crowell, and I flipped over the album and found out he was the writer. And then I started thinking, who are these writers there that we speak? I thought that everybody that did music wrote all their own music, and it wasn't so, especially back then. And so I started looking for artists quite a bit, and a lot of writers, and I come across a fella named Steve Goodman, and a beautiful writer, and he died many years ago now, really young, and died of cancer. But him and John Prine, he introduced John Prine to music, and kind of where John got his start was through Steve Goodman. They're both Chicago boys. So anyway, this is a Steve Goodman song, and I was just thinking about him the other day, and so I thought I'd do this one. It's called The Dutchman. Dutchman's not the kind of man who keeps us jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, Margaret brings him breakfast she believes in. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's as mad as he can be. Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above desire to see. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that of me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his coat and cap to patch with the love of Margaret so dear. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam, and he watches the tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again. Through unforgiven streets, the tripping, even though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone, he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above desire to see. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that of me. Winners win them windmills round. She winds his muffler tighter as they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew, and he sees her for a moment, calls her name. She makes the bed up singing some old love song. A song Margaret learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two, they sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above desire to see. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that of me. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that of me. Thanks, folks. Thanks for listening.
Oh, the brilliance of Steve Goodman. Yes. Thank you for really introducing me to some music. Some people I should be listening to again. Because like we were talking, Norm Macdonald went, 61. Who would have thought, right? Or any of those guys that we get to play music of. And well, tonight we'll get a chance to hear Sonnet's going to be up shortly. We have our guest Duncan, he's become quite a regular, and he has a little time on stage where he gets to say the things he likes to say, his observations of the world. As a matter of fact, he does do a lot of walking around town, and he sees a lot of things, and a lot of people knows who he is, right? So it's kind of neat as how he sees the world, and he describes it, and we've been doing it for him. How many times have you been up here now? 13? Wow. You're going to be a veteran soon. Not a veteran, what do you call him? A professional. A professional veteran. Oh, right. Whoop. Yeah, sorry about that part.
I'm not a professional yet either. So we're good.
Yeah. We always like to believe there's the independently rich that are out there, and there's the independently poor. Right? The operative word for both is independent, and unfortunately, those with richness usually have to bow down and maintain it, whereas those that are poor, hey, it's pretty easy to keep. Oh, God, is it ever easy? Anyway, his name's Duncan. Give it up some time. Thanks, by the way, Pete Mitchell, for what you did. Duncan, take it away.
Yes, hi, I'm Duncan, and I got this poem for you guys. So I'm just gonna start. Okay, so I mean, like, there was once this man who used to sow wheat, and to the point that he had a nice bead. Then he ran into the ocean to find a kiln. Well, yes, maybe it is so flown. And then maybe he wants to go to get a bite to eat. Then he will find to take a seat, so that if he wants to find the star, then maybe he might make a bar, so that any wise man, if they want to hear him sin, maybe they want to hear the clock ring. Then, like, every single time the teacher asks the student the question, like, why are you here? And the student replies, well, I'm here because I've been there. And then every single night when the person comes out to play, it's like every single time they want to stay. And so if they want to stay in the theater, like where everybody is around, then maybe they can be housebound so that they can play their video games and listen to the music while they basically read the books. Then maybe they can learn how to make some good cooks. And so the cooks basically want to make a nice pie. Then the pie can be so nice it can be a tie. And so the tie can start to do magic. Then the magic of the tie can be so tragic. And finally, if the star is shining so bright, then it'd be so great might. And that's what I've got.
Mr. Duncan. I wonder how many people in Duncan are actually called Duncan. Yeah. Would you like a what? That's a short one. Bench or chair? Insecure? Ah, grab that one right away. We can wait. There's no problem. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Just a minute. I don't know how it goes. Was that low one? Anyway, this is a nose flute, ladies and gentlemen. For anybody who doesn't know about it, you can go over to the Red Balloon or go online, but it's cheaper to go to the Red Balloon, and it's right downtown in Duncan. If you happen to be here, you take this little piece of plastic, you put it underneath your nose, you open your mouth, you blow out your nose. It works really well, right? Or you can just go. It's a whistle, just like those slide whistles, but it's much better to take it and take actual notes. It makes play along with other music, like. Pretty impressive, eh? Just out of your nose. No one ever wants to borrow your instrument. Never. The only problem is people say it's not music. I'm here every Wednesday night. You can stop in and see what's going on. Just joking. Sonnet's here. This is very good. You got a fan base too.
I did. I brought my own.
That's cool. Plus, you get all the people that are tuning in as well.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you coming back. It was fun having you play at the showroom, and I heard you did really well at the Port Theatre.
It went well.
Yeah.
I feel like it went well.
So you're excited about what you've done.
Yeah.
Well, you should be. As I said, I like the way you just go out there and do it. So here you are. You got some songs. Do it. She's all the way down from Nanaimo tonight, just to make sure we can play some. All the way down from Nanaimo.
Whoa.
To play us some music.
So actually, I do want. That's what I'm going to do first. Is exactly what you said, which is just try something. I have another thing coming up for the Nanaimo Art Gallery on October 3rd. They've got a series that they've been putting on called Riverbed Haliutastalo, which has been a series of artists engaging with the Millstone River. And they invited me to do my thing as the final event of it, where I write in response to what I've seen. So I am still working on this song, and I am here to play it to see how it sounds and what I need to do to fix it. All right? Every night I sit with my guitar in my little room, trying to find the vibe to hold my othered heart. I stare outside the window to your high horizon, thinking of my neighbor who pulls his kids in when I step outside Tituckton, Trail Telling Mountain. How am I at your feet? How am I at your feet, singing your name, singing your name? Siam Mountain, I'm a storyteller too. surviving in a skin some call dark in the ivory tower. I try to write the vibes to undo some of the holy harm my body carries from schoolrooms, beds, and kitchens into open arms. Kuala Sultan, standing by the river, said, Kuala Solwa told him, a story lives each time we tell the tale. So Titukden, trail telling mountain, who am I to sing your name? Who am I to sing your name in my unsettled song? Titukden, it was Kuala Sultan who taught me how to say, who taught me how to say your name. They're pulling down the statues of Jimmy Cook and Johnny Mac down in that town they named for a British queen. I heard that Wakasaya means far away in a language not born here nor there, but somewhere in between. Oh, Titukden, next door mountain, why do I long to sing your name, long to sing your name in my trying to belong? Titukden, can you tell me our relation? Who am I to sing your name? Who am I to sing your name in my unsettled song, in my unsettler song, in my unsettled song? All right, have a sense of how that went. I wasn't sure what I was going to play actually when I came up here, except for that one. So I'll try this other one. So she slid down the hall in her socks and yelled, "Come outside." No, 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 nothing's wrong. I just happened to have a surprise. So we fell through the door like the autumn leaves, and I wrestled my brother down to his knees. And we watched as her rocket shot into the October sky. There's a picture of us in a layer of dust on the mantle right by my cigarettes that I smoked since you left, 'cause you said you had to fly. In the October sky, in the October sky, in the October sky, la da da, la da da da, la da 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 to blend in to the crowd. And the people grieve with me since the towers came down. You could cut the pollution with a butter knife. You could wake up at 2 and then party all night. But I miss my mama, so I stand on the street and get high. There's a picture of us in a layer of dust on the mantle, right by my cigarettes that I smoked since you left, 'cause you said you had to fly. In the October sky, la da da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. As I go back home to Memphis, I remember days that I was outside shooting rockets almost as high in the October sky, in the October sky, in the October sky, la da da, la da da da, la da 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 da, da 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 da. Thank you. No, alas, that is Yeba. That's a tune by Yeba. Thank you. Man, you know, I was admiring your guitar chops, and just you probably. It's so much easier at home. Like, it's so loud. The guitar is so loud. Well, no, I mean, I just mean it's like it just makes. It's just making noise is all that people can hear. Where's Long John? Do I have two? Just because I want to end with I'll end with my Nazanin song. Do at least. Okay. All right. Well, should I try another finger picking one? All right. Okay. Just let me just. Can do this. Do this. Do it. Do it. Get it. Get it. Get it. All right. Diamonds in this world that mean anything to me are conjured up by wind and sunlight sparkling on the sea. Ground in a harbor town, lost the taste for being free. Thank God he sent some gull chase ship to carry me to sea. Years and half a world away. Dying trees still grow greener when you pray. Silver scales flash bright and fade in reeds along the shore, like like a pearl in a sea of liquid jade. His ship comes shining like a crystal swan in a sky of suns. His ship comes shining. Okay. Get it, get it. Okay. All right, all right. Oh, man. I don't know how people go from, like, not being able to play to being able to play relaxedly, except to do a lot of this, right? I guess. Friends, I got something sensitive to confess. I'm in a situation, got me feeling like a hot mess. Now, I'm a fine-formed person with soft lips and firm curves, but my body ain't getting the attention it deserves. Now, I got a man who calls me his queen, but his penis ain't agreeing, if you know what I mean. Trying to compete with cum shots and dumb plots on his screen. Has been doing a serious number to my self-esteem, but he says, baby, it ain't you, you just gotta understand. I can sitting at a screen with the lotion in my hand. Baby, it ain't you, this isn't what I planned. I can only get it going alone with only fans. So I got the wank, I got the wank, I got the wank, the wank widow blues. I tried to spice it up, get some leather and lingerie, fuzzy handcuffs, blindfold, ball gag. Tried to be his dom, tried to be his slave, but nothing wasn't working, no how and no way. He says, baby, it ain't you, you just gotta understand. I've been sitting at a screen with the lotion in my hand. Baby, it ain't you, and this isn't what I planned. I can only get it going alone with only fans. So now I got the wank, I got the wank, I got the wank, the wank widow blues. No, 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 oh, you could be a trans man, woman, agent, or NB. You are gonna feel my story if you like a little D. But at the end of the day, it's an incompatibility. If your fapping is fucking up getting inside of me, you've been sitting at a screen with the lotion in your hand. Now you can't get it up for a real human. Sitting at a screen with the lotion in your hand. Now you can't get it up for a real person. But I can't have the wank, I can't have the wank, I cannot have the wank, the wank widow blows, the wank widow blows, the wank widow blows, the wank widow blows, wank widow, wank widow, wank widow blows. Yay! Yay, songwriting. Okay. All right, cool. All righty. So I'll do my Nazneen tune for my friends, Teresa and Joanne, who have joined us from Vancouver. It's so nice to see you. Old friend, it's so good to hear from you and to hear you might take a job here on the Mid-Island, doing taxes and filing reports on the prices of logs. You've been thinking of making a move for a while, leaving that big city life. Now you're asking me, am I happy here? And if in Nanaimo a black girl can thrive, well, Nazanin, you're wondering, should you move to Nanaimo? You heard it's a proud redneck town, and you want to know, will your boys be okay at the schools? Are there that many black people around? Well, girl, real estate's great, and the air is amazing even when it smells like the mill. And of course there are the mountains, the mild winters, the summer on ocean and cedar-lined trails. The people are kind, but you cannot find a good curry chicken to save your life. And when I went to the Queens for the reggae scene, all of the dreadlock rosters were white. But I've been okay here. I fell in love with a redneck or two, but I have been cussed out and someone egged my house. What are you gonna do, Nazanin? You're wondering, should you move to Nanaimo? Well, I for one could use you here, 'cause the world is on fire, and when people get tired, they need to share laughter and loving and tears. Nazanin, this ain't Toronto. Nazanin, it ain't Calgary. Nazanin, it ain't even Nanaimo. If you're speaking Hulkamino, it's still a small town in its self-protection, a colonial vibe at its heart. But we had a BLM rally down at Swilana, so that's a hopeful star. We listen to voices of black teens speaking out against end jokes, bullying. I found some fam at the Sunday Blues Jam who know why the blackbird sings. Nazanin, not gonna lie, girls like us here, few and far between. But maybe with 20/20 vision, Nanaimo will see itself different. So Nazanin, I hope you do it. I hope you move to Nanaimo. I hope you bring your beautiful black boys. I'll wear a mask to pick you up from the ferry. I'll be so overjoyed to see you in Nanaimo, Nazanin. Thank you. I'm Sonnet. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Clear?
You made me coming all the way down from Kinsel Trestle worthwhile. And so did John, and so did Duncan, and so did Pete and everybody else. Yeah. Hey, it's a dress rehearsal Tuesday. We have a really good time with it. Thank you very much. By the way, you guys are new here, right? You know what she's about to do? Walk down the Freda stairs. The Freda stairs, eh? You got it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming out. We appreciate it. It was fun. Did you guys all have fun? Who was here tonight? Yeah. You know, let's continue what we got to do. Try and walk as compassionate and with empathy as we can as we walk forward as a one big large family. That, it's just a civil war. Brothers went against brothers. It's just the way it is. Let's try and be more civil about it. Let's make this an actual civil war. Hey, improv. That's what that was. Wordplay. Okay. Well, that's improv. I was emotional about it. That was, the excitement, everything. That's part of it. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some improv here somehow. I'm not too sure. But I also got The Crucible. Anyone heard of the play The Crucible? We're doing that here. We're doing that here the first 2 weeks of January. Right. It's going to be done here. We're going to change it up. We're going to put seats up here and things where you sit up here and you sit over there and you sit over there. We'll move that around and the play will take place down in there. Ain't that cool? That's like when they did one here a couple years ago, 3-4 years. Yeah, maybe we can. But it's an interesting way to witness. It's like you're a fly on the wall because they have to play to all three sides, right? And that changes up how a performer does what they do. It's really, it's like, you know what I mean. Anyway, it's kind of fun. Things that are coming up, we're very excited. All you have to do is stay open. That can help by two ways. Either you donate with lots of money or you come here and enjoy the shows and pay money here. Much easier to be here and watch it and catch the energy, than be at home and having to figure out how the energy is coming to you. Well, it's honest, but you should actually come here and be in the room. It's kind of neat. Like, thanks, Sana, for ending the night. You did a really good job. And Duncan, thank you. You were great tonight. Yeah, man. See, it's just and John. Once you got going, it was great. We'll do that again. Yeah, and those songs. Thanks for bringing again Steve Goodman to me and a whole bunch of things that you did and that new song that you guys are going to do. Yeah, I'm anxious to hear that album you guys are going to put out. Maybe we can do a CD release here. And are we? Have we made a date yet? Put one more song on it. It'd be pretty hard to do later. What's it going to take? Another 48 hours? However long it takes. Do what you got to do, but we'd be glad to host you here as a CD release and broadcast it live to the world. Okay, you get to me as soon as you can with a date. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. Good night. We're off to La La Land.
All right, here we go. This is the same. How does it start? Even if I think it's not healthy, even if I think it's a waste, I will stay with you forever, 'cause I know that you'll do the same. I need somebody to hold me when I need somebody to really care. I know you'll be around the corner, and I will meet you there. We're gonna work together to hold up the sky. You've got your half and I've got mine. You do the same for me, I do the same wait for hours just to see your face. I would go so far away if you said you needed space. And if I lost my love for you and I needed you to back away and leave me lonely, well, you know that I do the same. We're gonna work together to hold up the sky. You've got your half and I've got mine. You do the same for